We're out here at the E3 today. We're gonna do a little bit of frost seeding. Land management never stops. I mean, there's always something you can be doing to improve your property, improve your deer hunting. So that's what we're gonna do today.
Trailed him. Oh. Did I call it? It happens quick.
How much fun are we having?
Yeah. Oh. He's hammered.
We've got our backwoods attraction, Clover Deluxe. It's got Ladino clover, crimson clover, and arrowleaf clover. So we're gonna go through on some of our clover plots that got hit pretty hard by the drought this year. And we're gonna frost seed some of these in today. So we've got our Hooyman seeder. We're gonna fill this thing up and get to work. A little drummer boy. If you're gonna be hand spreading clover like this, really, or anything, these things are the way to go. I mean, I'm not having to hold this thing up, like my shoulders carrying all the weight. They also make one of these in a battery powered, which we brought today too, so we'll be using that one as well. So this is a really low cost way to plant your food plots. As you can see, it doesn't require any type of equipment. You just strap this thing on and go. We're being pretty thorough in here. This plot's only about an acre. So we're gonna make a few different passes on it. Just make sure we've got our seed nice and evenly distributed. We're gonna be thorough. We're planting this mix at about 20 pounds an acre, which is a little higher than what's recommended. I typically like to plant food plots, you know, maybe 15 to 25% higher than the actual seeding rate, just to help account for seed that doesn't germinate, high browse pressure, you know, whatever. As you can see, this clover field right here has pretty much been eaten down to almost bare dirt. If you're gonna be frost seeding, make sure that whatever you're frost seeding, if you're not gonna disc it, has pretty low vegetation. That way that seed can't get down to the soil. You'll get a lot better germination rate out of your clover if you make sure that those plots are either eaten down or mowed down or lightly disked, something that allows that seed to easily get down and make contact with the soil. This has been a really good spot over the years. We've killed a few really nice deer out of it.
Something, baby. Dude, when something like that steps out, oh, You talk about getting your heart going.
We've got a couple really good deer in the area that we let walk this year. One we call the Big 8, and so he is gonna be one of our main hit listers next year. I mean, as you can see, he's got really, really good tine length. Doesn't have great mass, but I mean, that G2 is just awesome. So hopefully he comes back bigger and healthier. And I mean, he's gonna be just a stud. We thought he was 4 this year, gave him a pass, so we're gonna try to get after him this next year. So a couple of tips and tricks for frost seeding and kind of what it is. Frost seeding is basically just using the freezing and thawing of the ground to help set the seed. And you really need a cold hardy, hard seed. So things like alfalfa, clover are your best things to frost seed. So for us here in the Midwest, we typically aim to frost seed anywhere from early February through mid-March, just kind of depending on the weather. Like for us, we've got some freezing rain and ice coming in next week, so we're gonna get some more freezing and thawing of the ground to help set this seed. If you're in the south, that window may be much shorter. It may be early January for you guys. Just basically anytime you're getting into the later months of when the ground is freezing and thawing. And again, as the ground freezes, it expands. As it thaws, it contracts. And so that expanding and contracting helps set the seed down in the ground. Frost seeding is great because it helps with some of your weed suppression. Like if we were to come out here and do this in a few months, we'd be fighting more weeds. So this is a great opportunity to come in. We had a pretty good seed bed. The deer had pretty much eaten that clover all the way down to the ground, so we had a lot of soil exposure, so we were able to just go in right over the top of that and seed it in. If you don't have good soil exposure, if you've got a lot of weeds in there, I would consider either mowing it really low or going in and maybe lightly disking it, just enough to where that seed can get some soil exposure. And then again, the freezing and thawing of the ground will help kind of set that seed and give you a good stand come spring. Hey Bug Commander fans, we are very excited to offer our land management services to you guys. These will be all the services we provide on all of our Buck Commander properties, from habitat management plans to prescribed fire to food plots, and anything and everything to help you maximize the quality habitat and improve your hunting success. We're going to be dropping a lot more land management videos. If there's anything that you guys want to see us do, drop it in the comments below. For more information about what services we provide and how to get in contact with us, check out the description below.